was a good win. Our guys found a way to get the win, but we were not good. I was extremely disappointed in our inability to box out, let alone rebound. Josh Hart just kicked our ass. He kicked our ass. Nobody put a body on him the entire night. I thought their physicality was great because it made us go one-on-one quite a bit throughout the course of the game and made us take difficult shots. I thought we didn't get a chance to get out in transition, because we couldn't come up with the rebound to get out to run and put pressure on them, so they had us playing a slow, walk-it-up paced game. And they were the ones that got out in transition. They outscored us 23-7. I mean, you could tell I'm a little frustrated. It's a great win. You take wins at this time of the year, but that's not how we should be playing basketball, what you guys saw tonight. I am not happy with our performance at all, except for the fact that we got the win. Somehow, some way, we have to be better throughout the course of the ball game. I'm going to put pressure on Domas and Foxy. They have to hold themselves to an elite level on every possession, but just as importantly, they got to open their mouths and hold their teammates to a high standard, because that ain't going to fly. Give the Knicks a lot of credit. Good ball club. Tibbs done a heck of a job with them. They're physical. They try to play the game the right way. You feel them throughout the course of the game. We're taking this win, but we got to be better. And it starts with Domas and Foxy. They got to open their mouths, and they got to challenge their teammates to perform each possession at an elite level. But they have to do it themselves on both ends of the floor.
Have you felt this way after a win before this season, or is this kind of a one-off?
23 offensive rebounds. Again, you're happy for the win, but that does not sit well with me at all.
Do you feel that they're receptive to it, especially coming off of a win, emotions of a win, and then to hear a message like that? Do you feel the team is receptive to a message like that?
I hope so, because if we don't fix that, we're going to get our behinds kicked come playoff time. That's when the big boys show up.
Coach, I think you guys were up 4, and De'Aaron was at the free throw line, and fans were already screaming, "Light the beam," and I saw you sort of just like, when do you feel comfortable for fans to start chanting, "Light the beam"?
Definitely not when our players shooting a free throw. I mean, I love our fans, but we yelling "Light the beam" when a player's shooting a free throw. You're supposed to do that right when they shooting a free throw, not when we shoot a free throw. So, I don't want. It's hard because I don't want to temper the fans' excitement. They definitely pay, their hard-earned money to come to the game and do it. But let the guys shoot free throws first. I mean, you saw we almost didn't light the beam tonight, and we're yelling "light the beam" when guys are shooting free throws too early. I mean, for me, obviously, I don't like that. But again, our fans, they deserve whatever they got coming to them. So it's hard for me to really get on them, and we should step up and make free throws. But let's just try to do it when they're not shooting a free throw.
What have you seen, or what separated Fox in fourth quarters this season offensively when you guys just need a bucket in isolation?
Fox has the ability, and I didn't know this before coming in. I knew he had a chance to be a great player. Fox's ability as a two-way player can make him freaking elite, like elite. He doesn't quite know it yet, though. And he has a switch that he can turn on. And he usually turns it on in the fourth quarter when we need him to on both ends of the floor. Somehow, some way, I got to get him to turn it on for a little closer to the 34, 33, whatever minutes he's playing, instead of just waiting for the fourth quarter, because he's more than capable. I've been around a lot of great / elite players, and I'm a little hesitant to say this because I haven't been with him long enough, but I haven't seen him do it in the playoffs yet, but he may be capable of being on that level. But the great ones, the elite ones, they do it all the time. And that doesn't mean go score all the time. That means be in tune with what your assignment, your job is, sit down and guard, push the pace, lead your team, all the little things that may not add up in the stat sheet from beginning to end to set the tone, especially at the beginning. So he is a special player, and the stuff he does in the fourth quarter doesn't surprise me at all, not at this point. I just need him to get to a point where he's doing it for most of the game. You know? But the sky's the limit for that man. I'm telling you, the sky's the limit for him. And it's going to be whether or not he wants to reach it.
Coach Brown, I just want to get your thoughts on the way the Kings came out in the third quarter. Of course, Josh Hart was in the mix in a lot of things with the offensive rebound. I think he led his team with 8 rebounds, offensive rebounds, excuse me. But Kings just seemed a little flat coming in, that third quarter.
I don't know if we were flat in the third. We were flat the whole game when it came to trying to keep guys off the glass. I mean, Mitchell Robinson kicked their behind in the first half. We didn't gain rebound. We didn't put a second body on them. The kid Hartenstein, the man Hartenstein, he kicked our behind. Josh Hart kicked their behind. I mean, they had their way on the glass tonight. And giving up 23 offensive rebounds, sometimes you say, hey, that happens, but not 23 offensive rebounds. That's embarrassing. And we got to do a better job with it. And every man in that locker room should feel like going into Phoenix, I don't care what the score is at the end of the game, let's hit somebody and keep them off the glass.
Yeah, Mike, you guys got killed on the glass by 18, but defensively you actually played pretty well. I mean, what was your takeaway from that? I know to end the possession you got to get the rebound, but you gave up 17 more shots than you guys took, and you still came away with the win.
It's all tied in. I mean, they missed some shots too, because when they got offensive rebounds and they sprayed that ball, they had a couple of wide open looks that could have easily gone in, and this game could have easily gone the other direction. So it all ties in. One of our staples defensively is multiple effort, to contest, to finish, and we did not finish tonight.
Like you're harping on or talking about Fox and needing to do it from the start to the finish of the game. I mean, is that idea something that you think about from a season-long perspective beyond just tonight? Is that something that you would hope the team would figure out, particularly given that the fourth quarter numbers are what they are?
Yeah, when I speak on Fox, I'm talking about the level he can get to. He's already a great player. He's done things to help us win in the fourth quarter. But he's got a chance to be elite. I'm telling you, I've been around him. And that competitive, for those guys, the competitive spirit shows all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it shows at an elite level all the time. He's good enough to go out there and play and still be impactful and effective. But it's my job to try to push him to be as great as he can be. And he's not even really scratching the surface of how great he can be. He's heading in the right direction, but he's still got a ways to go. And when he does, look out. Look out. That's all I can say.
Mike, to that point, De'Aaron just sat up there and made a comment about how you have the ability to make guys feel like they might even be better than they are. Coaching-wise, I think that's the kind of thing you'd like to hear. I'm also thinking that the message you sent tonight after a win, like you don't send this message publicly if you don't have confidence that you have their ear. What does it mean to you that this late in this season, your first one in town here, that you have opened up that communication channel and their trust and all the things that you need for those messages to get through?
One of the things, Sammy, is in order for any group to have success, the group has to be connected from top to bottom. And part of that connection means that there's a level of trust that you've attained with everybody in the group, and not just me with Fox or Fox with Luke, or it's everybody. And I know that we have to be able to speak freely, look each other in the eye and speak freely to one another in order for us to go where we need to get to. And so for me, being around this group, it means a lot that, again, not just that I have their ear, but they have my ear and everybody else. It means a lot for us at this point in time, because going into playoffs, we're going to hit some adversity. And we can't sulk or be pissed from within. It's just like a family. If your brother is doing something he ain't supposed to do, you got to be able to look him in the eye and you got to be able to say, hey, you can be better. We need you to be better. And he's got to be able to accept that as it's coming from real love, because that cat right there does want me to be better. Having that's going to be really important going into the playoffs. And that's what I spoke on earlier. It can't just come from me. It's got to start coming from Foxy and Domas, too. If we're not performing up to our level, they got to figure out how they could tell their teammates, we aren't doing our job. We can be better. And the teammates got to respond. Now, having said that, they got to make sure they're doing their job. I think Foxy had 1 rebound at halftime. And so it's going to be hard for him to go in that huddle and tell cats to box out if he got 1 rebound. You see what I'm saying?
Mike, it seems like in the modern NBA, 15, 20-point leads just aren't what they used to be. They disappear really, really quickly. Are they disappearing still quicker than they should be, or is this just with the offense and the three-point shooting what the league is now?
I think it is what the league is, right now. The three-point shooting is off the charts. The skill level's off the charts. The way team space is off the charts. Most teams seem to be playing fast. And so 15-point lead can go away like that. And that's why you can't help them. That's why all the little things have to matter. They got to matter. Like, you got to take that crap personally. You got to want to go hit somebody. That's got to mean something to you, because it can go away like that. And that's what I was most disappointed in tonight, is there was no sense of urgency when there needed to be that. And we got to change that, because we cannot go into the playoffs playing the way we did when it comes to physicality. Thank you.